Hi guys, Jenny here. I'm going to show you today how to do Kitchener grafting, which is typically used to graft two pieces of stockinette stitch fabric together. You want to make sure that you have the same number of stitches on both pieces and 3 to 4 times enough yarn to do that row, and a blunt edge tapestry needle. So the live stitches sit on two respective needles. So there's a front one that's closer to me and the back that's further from me. And we're ready to just get started. The first two steps are prep steps, are only done once. And then we do the series of 4 steps to graft the rest of stitches. So the first step is to go purlwise into the first stitch on your front needle and pull your yarn through. And then you want to make sure that your yarn, you don't go like this. You want to make sure it's in the back like that. You're going to go knitwise into the first stitch on your back needle and tighten it. Don't take anything off yet. So now we're ready to get grafting. Step number 1 is you're going to go knitwise. You're going to go knitwise into the first stitch on your front needle, like that. You're going to pull the yarn through, and you're going to slip that stitch. Then you're going to go purlwise into the next stitch on your front needle and pull the yarn through, and don't slip anything off. Step number 3, you're going to go purlwise into the first stitch on your back needle and slip it off. So purlwise, slip it off. And step number 4, you're going to go knitwise into the next stitch on your back needle and pull the yarn through. And you can already kind of tell how it's going to shape up, but let's repeat the steps again. Knitwise into the first stitch on your front, slip it off. Purlwise into the next stitch on your front needle, pull the yarn through. Purlwise into the first stitch on your back, pull the yarn through. Slip it off. And knitwise into the next stitch on your back needle and leave the yarn. So as you go, you want to make sure you're going to adjust your Kitchener stitch, because it's kind of difficult to do it later in the process. And this is something I try to do as I go. So now we've done this to 2 stitches now, and you can see how it looks just almost seamless. Let's just repeat this one more time. The first stitch is a little bit finicky. So yeah. Now we're comfortable. So I'm just going to repeat this process a couple more times to really show you the result, because it's one of my favorite stitches. Step number 1, knitwise onto the first stitch on your front needle, slip it off, and then you want to tighten it a little bit. Purlwise into the first stitch on your front needle, leave it. Purlwise into the first stitch on the back, slip it off, tighten slightly, knitwise into the next stitch on your back needle and pull the yarn through. One more time. I'm a little bit addicted to this stitch actually, so I look for any excuse to use it. One more time. Front needle, first stitch, you're going to go knitwise and slip it off. Tighten it a little bit. Next stitch on your front needle, purlwise, purlwise, leave it on your needle. Third step, purlwise on the back, slip it off, and the last step is knitwise into the next stitch on your back and leave it. So really quickly, one more time, knit, slip, purl, pull through, purl, slip, knit, leave and pull through. So there you go. You can tell if you're careful enough, then that row will almost look invisible. But you gotta really adjust as you go, which I didn't do as well for the part of this tutorial, but you can still see it's basically mimics the stockinette fabric. So hopefully you learned something new today, and thanks for joining me. Bye.